YouTubes, what is going on? Welcome back to the Pokemon Sword Nuzlocke Challenge. We are hitting episode 4 today. Amazing. I recorded those first 3 episodes in a bulk. You probably realised, different shirt, different hat, still rocking this sort of semi-goofy one headphone ear on, one headphone ear off look, but we're going to go with it. It's working for now. This game, since I edited the first three episodes of this series, I've had a few retrospective kind of ideas about what could be going on. I'll go over them briefly as we crack on. We're currently in Professor Magnolia's house. Sonia's chilling here. We are currently heading off to the station. I believe our objective is to get to the train station in Wedgehurst. We're finally going to leave Wedgehurst today, guys, which should be a good time. I don't know who we're going to meet. I don't know where we're going to go. I don't know what our initial objective is going to be, but it should be a good time. Now, one of the things I did want to mention was that ghost scene with Zacian, Zamazenta, whoever that was. They were a ghost. It kind of dawned on me. At the time, I was a bit too caught up in the moment, but they were a ghost. That Zacian or Zamazenta was a ghost. And that leads me to believe that maybe there's some sort of legend going on where one of them killed the other one, like one of the wolves killed the other one, or maybe they just died by some other Pokemon and now they're a ghost type. Maybe the Zacian battle that we inevitably are going to come up against at some point later on in the Nuzlocke and in the game, maybe Zacian is going to be a ghost type. Maybe Ghost Steel, Ghost Normal, I don't know. Anyway, let's crack on and head to the train station. Here is Hop. One last thing before we race, Jamie. See, I've got some great advice for you. Lay it on me, Hop. What's the great advice? You know how sometimes... Oh, this could help, you know. You know how sometimes you see Pokemon wandering out of the tall grass, yeah? Yes. If you move real slow and crouch, those Pokemon won't pay you any notice. Even if you walk into the sprite. Look at that Chewtle just chilling by the way. On the other hand, if you whistle at them, you'll be sure to catch their attention, so he's going to teach us how to whistle. If you're a bit rubbish at whistling, just remember, need a fail-proof trick, press the left stick. If that doesn't remind you of how to do it, then I don't know what will. Try it out and let's see who can catch the most Pokemon, Jamie. I can't, mate. I'm doing a Nuzlocke challenge. I can only stick with my current team. You remember Wedgehurst Station, right? Where we went to pick up Lee before? I sure do. That'll be the goal, so see you there. All right, Hop. We'll chase you in a moment. For the time being, though, I'm very aware that I haven't gotten an encounter over in the, what's it called? I'm just going to, because I can't remember what it's actually called, I'm going to call it Godric's Hollow. I don't know what it actually is called. It's like Slumbering World, is that right? By the way, look at... What's that? Is that a fishing spot? Look at me just chilling by the lake, bro. It's like the Lake District or something. Can I... Oh, wait, excuse me. If you see shadows in the water, you'll likely find Pokemon lurking beneath them. Okay. Face such a shadow and press the A button to cast your line. Okay. I have a fishing rod just from the get-go this time. I have like a camping bag. This isn't an encounter, obviously. I didn't know we could get a sort of water encounter here. Oh, okay. You really do have to be patient with those. Apparently, we're not going to find out what it would have been. Okay, it's actually appeared again. Oh, there we go. Sorry, my phone just lit up as well. A Magikarp! Alright, so we're not going to get ourselves a Gyarados, guys. We could have got one on Route 2 here. But out goes Minion to face this Magikarp. There's actually no point of fighting a level 4 Magikarp at all. I wonder if... I'm sure Gyarados has some sort of Gigantamax form. Gyarados is a very popular Pokemon. But let's head over towards Wedgehurst Station. But we'll try and go back via the Slumbering World as long as it doesn't force us into a cutscene. There's another little Yamper. Hello, Yamper. Are you going to fight me? What are you... Okay, yeah. Because when it had a question mark above its head, I wondered if it was going to like give me an item or something. I don't know. Worth knowing anyway, for sure. Yamper level 8. Is this not an electric type? Yeah, I don't want to be here with a Yamper when it's electric type. I'm kind of fast, aren't I? Okay, I got away safely. I thought I was going to have to rock out the Pokédoll then. Anyway, we'll crack on. Back to Wedgehurst Station, as I was saying. We'll try and avoid Pokemon as and when we can. And how are you doing, Jake? Right. And then I guess we'll head towards the Slumbering World and see if we can enter that area, because as we know, it's not meant to be on limits to us, really. But now we've got a Pokemon, I wonder if we can just go there. It'd be nice to get another encounter. I think it would only be I can't remember its name, the squirrel one. Squabble? No, it's not called Squabble. But you know what I'm saying. It could be that squirrel Pokemon is the only option we have. Come on, Jamie. You'll never beat me to the station at that pace. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I was dawdling a bit, wasn't I? Let's let Hop run off. Hopefully it doesn't force us into a cutscene when we run here, because I don't want to go yet without checking the Slumbering World first. I think we're all fine. We're all healed up, by the way. Yeah, we're all good. Minion, Soap, and Foxtrot, by the way. Should have done this right at the beginning of the episode, but our team is looking sick. We got some pretty cool design Pokemon, and the most fun part of this, guys, is going to be like meeting and encountering new Pokemon. For me anyway, like the Nuzlocke challenge is going to be so fun, but I love just the idea of just meeting new Pokemon that you don't know what type they are, you don't know what, you know, as it appears that moment. I've already had that a few times, but yeah, level 9 Minion rocking at the front of the party, level 11 Soap, the Sobble, and level 8 Foxtrot, who stat-wise is not quite as usable, I suppose, as the others. I think I should have probably got a timid nature for her, because it seems that she's meant to be a special attacker. We're jolly, we're fast, we've got Home Claws, I guess, which is good, but the attack stat is only 10, which is not the best. Anyway, let's just quickly pop over to the Slumbering World, as long as it doesn't put us into a cutscene. Please don't put me into a cutscene. Okay, it doesn't, which is great. Let's head back towards home, back towards Route 1. We'll run all the way up the hill here and see if we can veer left and head to the Slumbering World. There very well may be, I don't know why I just did that. There very well may be something new there. There was a guy, Skedge, one of my first ever commenters. By the way, thank you so much for the first 3 episodes of this, all hitting over 10 views. I know that might sound stupid to some people, but considering this channel just started, okay, we can't go to the Slumbering World. At least I know. At least I know. Yeah, considering this channel just started, that is absolutely nuts. That 10 people have stumbled across the videos. I mean, 3 of those views per video is probably just me. One of them got like 22 views or something. And yeah, I just didn't expect anybody to find it so soon, literally 24 hours, within 24 hours of posting the videos. So, because as you know, I posted 3 videos in one day, because that's how excited I was to play this game and get it up and onto YouTube for you guys. But anyway, so out with it, Jamie. How many did you catch? 0. I caught a really, I thought that said spicy one. I caught a really special one, and you got not 1. What were you doing this whole time? You're gonna want a team if you're a trainer. I just beat you. Don't tell me how to be a trainer. He gives me Swift. I don't have any normal types though. Still, could be a useful move. Accuracy, yeah, this attack never misses. Accuracy, not a problem with that. So if anybody starts trying to double team on me, or sand attacks me, we can hit them with a Swift. A team like that, you can teach your Pokemon a new move in a flash, and you can use them again and again too. I know, I already got payback. That one can teach the move Swift. Lee gave it to me ages ago, and now it's yours. Thank you so much, Hop. The gym challenge will begin in a Motorstoke? What the hell is a Motorstoke? And our train's waiting, so let's go. This is going to be that scene, isn't it, where they're on the train, obviously. Let's go over to Swift, see if anyone can learn it. All 3 of these guys can learn it. I know Soap's got a decent bit of special attack. I feel like we will be relying on Sobble a fair bit. Power's 60 to 40. We are, even though we're a jolly nature, we still have a better special attack stat, so I feel like getting rid of Pound. We have Bind anyway, which is like a similar kind of move, and it's less accuracy, less power, but it lasts longer and does recurring damage. So we'll get rid of Pound, we'll teach Soap Swift, and I think that's all we'll do, because I don't think it's going to be particularly useful on anyone else. Just wanted it in there, just in case we get off this train, come up against the trainer, and then they have Sand Attack or Double Team. Not quite so fast, you two. Oh, it's our mothers. It's our mothers. What are you doing here, Mum? Yeah, what are you doing? Is this one of those embarrassing moments where you wave us off, even though we're old and independent? I knew this day was coming since the moment you chose Score Bunny as a partner, darling. Why did you do that, Hop? I'm still confused why you chose the weaker one to me. Maybe you just loved Score Bunny. Professor Magnolia was kind enough to let us know that you two were setting out. So here, a last little gift to see you well set on your way. All the kit you'll need for camping. Are we about to head to the wild area? Thank you, got my camping gear. Everything you need to set up a tent and get cooking in a wild area, or at a camping spot. Okay. No matter what happens out there, if you and your partner are together, I know you'll be fine. Thanks, Mum, and just think how lucky you are. Mother to the first ever pair of champion brothers. Hey, imagine if we get to, for the first time ever in a Pokemon series, we get to, there's 2 champions, and we get to double team up with Hop and fight the champion. I mean, don't want to share the glory. I don't know. Maybe I'll double team up with Hop, fight the champions, and then fight Hop after. I'm talking rubbish. Because I'm certain to be the next champion next, you'll see. This guy's confident. He's ballsy. Of course you will be, darling. One of those mums just like, yes, whatever you say, dear. Anyway, do have fun and take care of yourselves. You'll be welcome back home anytime. Well, I sure hope so, Mother. We're off. Double nod. Wish us luck, not that we'll need it. Let's go, my boy Hop. It's actually quite nice to have this. It feels nice to have a friend going along on your adventure with you. There are loads of brilliant trainers and all kinds of Pokemon out there waiting for us. My excitement's running ahead of me even faster than that train can go, Jamie. Come on, we're off. Reminds me of the first time I ever went to work experience on the train and left my little town. There is such, I know I've said it so many times, but there's such a British feel. Look at the seats as well, the floors, they just look like a British train. Southeastern. Motorstoke is surrounded by a vast wild area. Who's telling me this? It's a real sight. There are all sorts of wild Pokemon just wandering. I don't want to fight a Pangoro yet. Are you crazy? Plus you can camp out, do a spot of fishing. I don't think I could ever get tired of it. So what is the function of camping? Does that just heal you? What does that actually do? Wow, okay, where are we? I don't even know where we actually are. Okay, this is the wild area. So we just got a station to the wild area. Make no mistake, this is the wild area station. So the wild area has 1 station. The train is halted due to a flock of Wooloo on the tracks. These Wooloo are troublesome, man. They need to get these, let Zacian out to eat some more. No, I'm joking, don't do that. I love Wooloo. Wooloos just need to be tamed a bit better, it seems. There's a flock of Wooloo on the tracks, and so we have to stop off at the wild area. This is brilliant. What's there to be sorry about? What is? The wild area is massive. There are loads of Pokemon to battle here. You get it, don't you, Jamie? This is the best possible place to put together the greatest team. Man, we haven't even got a badge yet. You're talking about getting the perfect team. Right, so here's my thoughts. I spoke a little bit in the last couple of episodes about how encounters work. In the wild area, I'm fairly certain the Pokemon are all exclusively overworld Pokemon, so it wouldn't make sense, in my opinion, to do anything else but be able to sort of select the Pokemon that you want. I'm hoping there are a lot of Galarian Pokemon out there, because I will obviously veer towards Galarian Pokemon that look appealing to me. And obviously, like, if I'm lacking a particular type on my team, and something looks obviously like, for example, a fire type, and I need fire coverage, I'll probably head towards that Pokemon, which I guess gives me a little bit of, it changes the Nuzlocke dynamic, because it enables me to pick a Pokemon rather than let it pick me, if that makes sense, let the RNG do its magic. Basically, I think I'm going to pick my Pokemon in the wild area. That's the whole point of this. Let me know if you have a major problem with that, and I'll consider your comments and stuff like that. But I think for now, that is probably the most sensible thing to do. It seems like my children are having... What? It seems like my children are giving something to people who've had a Let's Go experience. Is that a Pikachu and Meowth? So do I get a Pikachu? Please give me a Pikachu, lady. Sorry. Do you know what? I made a new account for Sword on the Switch, so it doesn't register that this particular user on my Switch has played Pokemon Let's Go before. That's so annoying. I could have had a free Pikachu. That electric coverage would have been so nice. We can get you back to Wedgechest if you like, but Motorstoke is off the win. Motorstoke, that's where we're heading. It wouldn't be very decent of us to try and drive off those Pokemon just because we happen to run our train here now, would it? What a lovely... That would never happen in England. We're too, like, get shit done. We would just run over the sheep. Let's be honest here, which is sad but true. You'll run into stronger wild Pokemon the farther you go into the wild area. I need to slow down. If you feel like you're in a pinch during a battle, just use a Pokédoll. I've already got one of those. Apparently I have 6 now. Thanks, lady. We got them Pokédolls secured in the bag, which means we can escape dangerous battles. If we run into a freaking Tyranitar in a minute, we can run from it, which is great, because the Nuzlocke would immediately end if not. So the wild area is kind of scary too. I mean, I'm going to get there in a minute and stop talking, but the idea of running into even like a level 10 at this point, if it's the wrong type, if it's like a electric type now, I'm pretty screwed. So I have to be very careful about what I do here. No matter how strong a Pokemon is, you'll be able to catch it eventually, so long as you join in the gym challenge and gather the gym badges. So they're literally, so I thought that maybe you could, what can I buy? I thought that maybe you could just like run over and try and catch like the freaking Tyranitars and Braviaries, whatever there is. I don't know what there actually is. But it seems that actually there's still that sort of, you can't do this because you haven't got enough gym badges, which is fine. We're fine for everything else at the moment. Let's sell our revive, because we're not going to be able to use it, let's be honest. We get $1,000 for that, that's absolutely fine. I think we're good. Thank you very much. Let's head out, guys, and get our first taste of the wild area. I'm so excited to see what this looks like. Whoa. Crazy. Okay. So we're here, right by the station. What is that? There's Big Ben right there. I bet there's an item back here. I just bet there is. Okay, there's not. I lied. You'll notice I move very weirdly when I play these kinds of games, because I just need to make sure I don't miss anything. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? No, I'm good. Okay, so good to know that you can heal us. So if we get into any trouble and we're kind of fine, we can go back to that person and get healed. Look at that. Oh no, it looks gorgeous, man. Wow. So Motorstoke. Do you reckon Motorstoke is London then? Or not? Between there and here are countless new Pokemon waiting to be met. Okay, so we're now going to get a bit of a choice in who we can. I think. I don't know. Sonia's here. You weren't on our train. Can you teleport? Unless she was on our train. My gran gave me a proper earful in her own way. Those 2 young trainers are setting out on a journey, but what are you doing with your life? That sounds rough. Never you mind that. Nothing to worry yourselves over. Oh, I like you, Sonia. I feel sorry for you. Besides, I'd been quite curious about that Pokemon you 2 met in the forest. I've been thinking I should look into it, so the timing works out fine. Did you notice it didn't have its armor on? It could have been Zacian. It could have been Zamazenta. I don't know. If I discover something really huge, then maybe even Gran will admit I've got some talent. So you're just trying to impress your grandmother. Yikes, being an adult has got its own challenges, eh? I said you needn't worry about it. I'm kind of disappointed that she doesn't refer to her gran as Nan. In the UK, if you're an American or other non-English audience, I shouldn't generalise. If you're a non-English audience, you should know that, what the hell am I talking about? Oh yeah, that we do refer over here in Britain to our grandmothers as Nan quite often. I'm glad to be on the road, really. It's been ages. It will be great fun to fish and camp and rough it outside again. Well, I'm off to go stick my head in as many of those red glowing dens as I can find. Red glowing dens? I'm going to battle the snot. What's going on with this lingo? These linguistics are blowing my mind. I'm going to battle the snot out of a bunch of Dynamax Pokemon and fill in another page in the tale of my legend. So he's a bit like his brother in that he kind of wants his own legacy. He kind of thinks he's going to be #1. Fair enough, fair enough. What cheek? Dynamax Pokemon are really on another level, you know. You'd better Dynamax your partner Pokemon too if you want to take on opponents that strong. How does one do that? Can I just do it? You'll find spots here and there in the wild area that emit a red beam of light. If you think you're up to it, check them out. There'll be a Dynamax Pokemon lurking inside. I'm a bit scared of that right now. I'm doing a Nuzlocke. So with that, how about I send you off with a little treat from me? Yes, Pokemon Box Link. So this is going to enable us to use the PC on the go. Maybe it's only in the wild area. Yes. There are some places. Okay. Lovely. Great. I'll let you guys read that real quick. I've read it. Basically, it's telling us that we can access our boxes from the Pokemon tab in the menu. Great. Similar to Let's Go. Don't mind it as long as you can't abuse it and keep healing and stuff, because that would be annoying. But Pokemon from your team into the boxes will take Pokemon from your boxes to add them to your team. Nice, right? So go wild, catching as many Pokemon as you like and fill in some more of your Pokédex. The wild area is waiting for you. This is the start of your real adventure. Let's go! Let's get some hype in the chat. I'm just joking. When I say stuff like that, guys, it's ironic. I'm very aware I have 5 subscribers. But anyway, we are about to head off into the wild area and go and see what awaits beyond the walls of the wild area station and beyond the land of Wedgehurst, I guess. What are you saying, Sonia? Oh, okay, you're just repeating yourself. Okay, she's senile just like her grandma. I'm kidding. Here's an Onyx! Hang on, can I deal with an Onyx? It's snowing. I've got a water type. I'm worried about Rookidee. Okay, look. Let's switch Soap for Minion. So Soap's out in the front. I suppose technically I should fight this Onyx at the very least. What? A note. The large Pokemon you see wandering around in the wild area are strong. If you try battling one and it seems like you're in over your head, try to run. Run like the wind. I mean, I'm a little bit scared of Onyx, but let's go for it. Oh! Oh! I might have to just get out a Pokédoll right now. And you're not gonna... What?! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! I'm sorry, but that was terrifying. Okay, so the Onyx just disappears. Good to know. So that's not our first encounter. That's just a strong Onyx. This is weird. This has never happened before in Pokemon where you can actually... Cooking at your camp can restore HP to your Pokemon and even the PP they need to use their moves over and over. Pokemon that have fainted and can't battle any longer will perk right up as well. With a piping hot plate of curry before them. I mean, we can't... Great, but we can't really utilise that. Visit berry trees to collect plenty of berries so you can always make more curries. Sorry, since when did you make curry out of berries? Look at that weird texture it's got going on. 2 orange berries. Great. Let's... Wait, what? Okay. Shake it more. Anything else? How long can you keep shaking this tree, man? Ah! Okay, let's fight this Squavit. This doesn't count as my encounter, right? We're in the wild area. Different rules apply. I don't want to lose Sobble. This is really scary. I need to train. Okay, we got a level 10 Minion, a level 9 Foxtrot. Good. So your attack and speed are both 17. Good. Foxtrot, no increase to his attack. Her attack, sorry. This Foxtrot, I'm a bit worried about if she's going to be able to keep up. We can't use her, really. Oh, so if you shake it too much, you lose some of your berries. Okay. Let's heal. So, hold on. So, should this be my encounter? Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. That's a Bunnelby, though. I know that's a Bunnelby. It's got to be Galarian. A Swinub. Okay, do you know what? We'll take a Swinub. But I don't know. I'm a bit like, should I only go for Galarian forms? Okay, we objected on Blind Claw. We used Blind Claws to stop the Squavit. I think we're going to use the Blind Claws to prevent this Swinub from being our encounter as well. Blind Claws, by the way, if you don't know, it's in the description. It just means that anything that happens as a result of this being a new game that you haven't quite figured out yet can be excused to an extent. It can't be abused, but what we will do in the wild area is have our first Pokemon that is Galarian as our encounter in the wild area at least. That's what I'm going to enforce right now. I think that's fair. I think that makes it a much more fun first playthrough. Wow, that didn't do a lot to your boy Vanillite. Is it Vanillite at this point? Yes. Vanillite would actually be quite a nice Pokemon to get, but I mean, yeah, we're gonna not use a Unova Pokemon as the encounter. Yeah, I don't know if I've made the right decision there, guys. Like, I feel a little bit like, oh my god, you didn't catch the Swinub, you've ruined the Nuzlocke. But I think that's a good rule to have it as only Galarian Pokemon, considering it's a brand, you know, it's a first experience. We got some XP for that, that's good. Soap up to level 12. Water Pulse, that's good. Let's get rid of Water Gun. 60 and Confuse, yeah? Okay, same old Water Pulse, nothing's changed about Water Pulse. We'll keep Growl, just for the sake of, how many PPs do we have? 20, that's good. We'll keep Growl just because it might be useful to be able to lower attack of opponents for a while. Okay, Water Pulse, that's a really good move to have. I don't know what Soble's going to look like when it evolves. I'm kind of not ready for it. There's a Dynamax thing going on here, by the way. I'm not ready for that. I'm really not. There's a freaking P-Dove. Are you a P-Dove? Let's whistle. That's a P-Dove! Okay, I don't want to fight you right now. Let's head a bit more deep into the wild area. I'll just quickly heal Soap. Well, I'm going to really rattle through these potions quickly. I do need to train. Like, I'm going to be honest. I want to get everything to like level 12. I don't know how long we're supposed to be, you know, staying in the wild area. There's a freaking Diggersby. This is so scary. Use the right stick to rotate the camera. For the first time ever, we can do this. Oh, Diggersby, please don't chase me. Should I see if it's fast enough to chase me? Okay, he's just walking. It's all good. Diggersbys don't run. That's amazing though, by the way. This is such a moment to see this kind of stuff happening. To be in an area where just like wild Pokemon that you can encounter just walking around like this in such a vast expanse. Tiny mushroom. Guys, I want to get my encounter, but I don't know. All that's around is freaking Vanillites and Swinubs. I don't know whether to just keep walking or to freaking... Am I supposed to go... A Tyrogue! Ah! I forget how good Minion's freaking attack is. Minion's putting in the work, you know. Minion's Peck. Friend of mine, Peck's not a particularly strong move. Is that going to die? No. Is good. Let's Peck it again. I thought we were going to miss then. I need to be very aware that we could miss. Can't leave things right down. Okay, critical hit when we don't need it. Don't want to leave things down to the last minute, you know. Or to the last, you know what I'm saying. I'm starting to think you can't get Galarian Pokemon in the wild area. I tell you what we'd do, because this is again, what's it called? Blind Claws. If we have like 10 encounters and none of them are Galarian, then I'll literally just go back, find a Swinub and catch it, and Swinub will be my encounter. There's a Metapod. Guys, I'm concerned that there's no Galarian forms here, or Galarian Pokemon here. What's this? A Swinub. Listen, I'll run from this one. I'll have another little look around, and if I can't find anything, I'll go back. I'm sure you guys will forgive me, and because I didn't know what was going to happen in this wild area. And I guess we'll go for a Swinub as our encounter. It literally looks like Bunnelbees, Vanillites, a few Tyrogues, and basically vanilla. What did I say? Swinubs walking around. Next Swinub I encounter, I'm gonna count that as my encounter. And going forward now, we know how this wild area works. Here's a Swinub. This will be the encounter. I probably need to switch into Sobble, to be fair. Although now I've got Water Pulse, I might kill the thing. It's level 9 as well. Let's go into Soap. Just needs to be very vigilant and careful about not dying. If I'm going to kill it with Water Pulse, I'm going to not risk it. I'm going to Swift. I don't feel like Swinub has particularly great special defense. Yeah, a Water Pulse would have killed. After seeing that, a Water Pulse would have definitely killed. Okay, so getting a Swinub gives me an Ice and Ground type. Guys, if you think this should be an illegal encounter, let me know. I'll completely respect the... I don't know how many comments I'm going to get, but the majority of the comments at this point, you know, if it's in the next couple of days, I don't mind retrospectively making the Swinub illegal. Let's try and catch it with a Pokeball. I think we can survive one more Powder Snow plus Hail. Even if it's a crit, I think we're fine. So we're going to get this Swinub. There we go, we got ourselves a Swinub. It's not a Galarian Pokemon, which is a shame. I took into consideration the comment that I did receive about maybe only encountering Galarian forms. But I don't think we will go with that rule. I mean, again, you knew from episode 1 I was going to have to try and work the rules out as we go. But we got ourselves a Swinub. It rubs its snout on the ground to find and dig up food. It sometimes discovers hot springs. Interesting. I suppose it hurts itself then because it's weak to water. Would you give Swinub a nickname? Of course we'll give Swinub a nickname. What should we call you? You know, sometimes you just have to go with a name that feels right. And Snout Chub feels right. Okay, so we got Snout Chub. Snout Chub the Swinub. And that is... Oh, look at that. That is what we get as our encounter. Watch this be a Galarian Pokemon though. It's a Vanillite. Okay. So guys, I think what we're going to do is we're going to call the episode there. We've kind of worked out this episode how we are going to tackle the wild area. So before this playthrough began, I said to myself, you know, every time the story sends me through the wild area, or maybe every time that we get a badge or we complete a major objective, we can go back to the wild area and get a new encounter. I think that's one of the fairest ways to do it. But for now, we'll save the game, guys. That will be the end of episode 4. I'm going to record 2-3 episodes literally straight after this. They should be coming up fairly soon, so you won't have to wait too long for episode 5. Should be up very, very soon. But thank you so much for watching once again. I'll see you in the next video, in the next episode of the Pokemon Sword Nuzlocke. See you later.